Gotta make sure that I'll be able to hear if anyone shows up, because Discord. Yeah, it should be fine. I think. Aside from the fact that it thinks I'm looking at the ground, you know, it's not great, but I'm sure it'll fix itself. Okay. Alright, can't use a mouse, or can't use a controller. Okay. I mean, I can, but I gotta use it for, like, playing a chat. Gotta find my other controller. Okay, there it is. I would like to capture that screen, because it has only chat. There it goes. Okay. Set up on my controls now. For once, it has correctly determined that it is a wheel. Also, I'm in the ground. There's a lot of snow down there. Acceleration axis, that's the brake axis, that's the acceleration axis. This is like inverted and centered. There we go. It's weird. Windows sees the wheel entirely differently to how Linux does. Because on Windows, the gas pedal is shared with the steering wheel, and the brake pedal is just its own thing off in the distance. All right. Now I just need to go through and unassign all of these, because they will cause issues. Buttons. Okay, so I need shift up, shift down, that's not what I meant. Oh yeah, I need light modes, don't I? Yeah, no, that. And then this one I want on there. I want, oh wait. I want, damn it. I want this on that one. This one on that one. Otherwise I've got them backward, which would be slightly less than ideal. Okay, next, light modes there. High beams there. Wipers there. Cruise control there. Do I have any buttons I can use to increase and decrease? No, I don't. This wheel does not feature enough buttons for that. Okay. What do I give up? I've got no extra buttons. I really want my... You know what? Okay, those are my turn signals. Those are my light modes. You know what? I only ever use the increase. Cruise control I need to bind to something. So I'll bind it to that. I don't have any wipers. That's problematic. But if I bind it there, I don't need... Yeah, okay. That should work. Oh, damn. I'm a little bit far back and also turned a little bit. Why does it insist on turning me slightly? Like, more than a bit. Oh well, I'll just drive kind of turned, I guess. Alright. I need a job. Job markets. Freight markets. Sort by price per distance. That one. But I need to start from here. That one. That's a bit of a drive, but fuck it. Let's do it. I'm just gonna drive halfway across the United States in one go. Okay, something's double bound. Can't go in reverse. Keys and buttons. Shift up, shift down, those are correct. Why is doing this? I can't put it into reverse. Whenever I press the gas pedal, it shifts back into first or second. Don't imagine anyone out there in cyberspace has any ideas? Ah! Fuck! Ah! Where's he gone? Oh, controller of the south. There you are. Okay, so I'm not using these controls. You know what? For my... Oh, because it's a simple automatic. Sequential. There we go. I just tried to look around using the mouse. Go figure that didn't work. There we go. Freight market. This really ambitious job for my first real VR truck job. Ah, there it is. Oh, it's in a great position for me to be picking up in. How about we don't do this in 7th gear? Seems a good idea. Nailed it. I just gotta find letter T. Okay, let's see. Fuel restriction 0%. Okay, I got a full tank. Okay. Hang on, I need to open the window. But you believe it's hot in here. Especially wearing a VR headset. Bonus hot. Oh, I suppose I should announce them live, huh? Okay, let's quickly do that. Go. All right. All right, we got our trailer. I've announced it live. Don't worry, we're clear. I wish I wasn't turned, 35 degrees to the left, but, other than that. Alright. So for them to... There you go. I almost want... Oh, cool. I discovered a new truck dealer. You stay there. Wrong controller. go. I got like three different sets of controls. I got keyboard and mouse. I've got the Rift controller, or the Oculus controllers. I've got the steering wheel and pedals too. Because I'm a mad lad that decided to do this. I wish it was slightly clearer. There's not much to do about that though. It's rendering at the resolution is rendering at ultimately. Oh, that's not good. Action timeout. That's very not good. What's happened? Why am I frozen? Steam VR has encountered a critical error. Good. That's what I want. Virtual lock remapping failed. Great. That's not where my other controller is. That's the steering wheel. I really should add the no intro hook to this. Oh yeah, I gotta bring up my Discord again. Sequential. Oh my god, it resets my controls, hasn't it? Fuck! Also, this is disorienting because nothing can agree where everything else is. Fuck, it did! Kind of. Did it actually? It didn't. Oh, thank fuck. He just unassigned it, I guess. That was a bit weird. From Enid, Oklahoma, we shall go. Down, 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 down. No. I just realized that I don't know if it's gonna, the face tracking for the thing that I use on my other computer there is gonna be able to accurately track my face with a VR headset on it. Oh good, I can't shift gears. Oh good, so it did reset some of them. Great. Now that means I have to go through all of them. Okay, so remember that. I guess it only reset the shifter for some reason? Oh great! Whenever someone launches a game, I'm just not going to be able to see my dashboard. This field I'm in is a white block, so I can't actually read it. Maybe in the daylight it would be more readable, but contrast is too much for this right now. Can't do it. I wonder if I can... Ooh, that I might be able to increase the resolution, because it's really low. Well, it definitely thinks it's running at 1080. It isn't. I may have just crashed the game. I totally did. Okay. Hey, Missouri! Woo. I don't think I have Missouri yet, but not really an issue. Scaling? No, I don't want 69%. I want like 120, 100% at least. 69% is like so low, especially in VR. Goddamn. No wonder I'm struggling. That's good. So actually, let's try setting 200%. I wonder I couldn't read fuck all. Stream Elements took its time announcing that I was live, huh? It's better, but not that much better. Gotta love how it auto-saved underneath there, so every time I come out of here, I've gotta, like, you know, sit on the gas pedal to get up the speed so I can pull out. Hey, officer. You know, this would be great for Left 4 Dead 2 as well. I think I've experimented with Left 4 Dead 2 VR. It worked interestingly well. I might have to do it again. Oh goody, it froze again. It crashed. Excellent. It's a Kenworth. What Kenworth is that? Lol. It's definitely one of them. Oh, I would love to get an updated frame to my headset at some point here. That'd be great. There it goes. Yeah, I don't know which Kenworth it is. Hello, OBS. Okay, I have to get that over to this window here. Oh, I need to maximize that window in the first place. There we go. Yeah, the game doesn't seem to be entirely stable in VR, not gonna lie. And I can't tell how much of the blurriness I'm experiencing is because of my eyesight and how much of it is because, like, headset, you know? And, you know, the renderer. My eyesight's shit, though I don't exactly have prescription lenses for my headset because I'm nearsighted, which normally isn't a problem, but it seems to be in VR. But only since I got this headset, because my Rift S, it was fine. Anyway, how you doing, Wired? You are my source of distracted driving today, at the moment. I think it's like the W900 or something, by the way. Not sure. Oh, look, an international truck dealer. Fishtail Foods. Okay, so they deliver fishtails. Okay. Seems pointless. Don't mind me, just making an illegal left. I've been through this intersection like 5 times so far. W900 actually sounds right. But yeah, how you doing, Mr. Wild? I've got Discord open. Hopefully it's working. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Having on-headset volume control is very nice. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, game. No! Well, Steam VR crashed this time. Which took American Truck Sim with it. And Steam, apparently. Why is this so unstable? Ah. Why do you do this? On my turn so far. I don't know. Okay, Steam, I need you to please finish your crash so that I can restart you. Thank you. Okay, I need you to launch Steam VR. I need you to start American Truck Sim again. All the way down there. Sounds like you need more luck getting Steam and VR to work together and than a distraction that is me. Also check Discord. Well, I mean, they're working just fine. It's just that they're crashing frequently. Also, I want to point out the futility of attempting to check Discord right now. Ah, no, bad controller. It's not even how the controllers actually look. It doesn't have the updated model yet. Oh, trust me, you know what else is broken right now? Friggin' Discord. Check out this screenshot. If I can. There it goes. Something Windows broken. Yep, definitely. I'm guessing that's supposed to be the word chat, but I can't get rid of the heart of hell, so. And it just crashed. In absolute fairness to SCS, the VR mode is not really supported. I'm just disappointed that it's working this badly. Your mother's trying to kidnap your cat. Okay. Can we please just drive? Oh yeah, I need to drop that window, but where I can see it. Oh good, it's... I don't know what it's capturing right now. Oh, American Truck Simulator crashed again. It referenced an instruction at 0x0000000000000080. Great. Oh, and then another instruction that's at the same thing but ending with a 3. And a 45. Worst part is the preview is actually capturing. I'm gonna yeah. I'm gonna restart OBS. Hang on. Alright, and I'm back. Oh, I know that it's been a side project that's barely worked for a decade. Also, I'm back. So if you said anything, Lewis, there, I didn't see it. But, you know, other than that. Steam thinks American Truck Sim is still running, by the way. Which it's definitely not. Maybe there's a zombie process? Nope. It just broke. It just broke. Oh. Come on, bring it in front of me. Okay, I guess not. I can't move around either. Anyway. Oh, actually, it's just unresponsive. Perfect. I'm gonna restart Steam. You didn't miss much? Okay. Yeah, apparently didn't need to restart Steam. Go away. Apparently I do need to restart Steam. It's not often that a game crashes so violently that it takes Steam with it, but here we are. Steam Web Helper, a critical Steam component, is not responding. The Steam URL will not be usable. Click here for more information. What to try? Restart Steam, please. Jesus. This is how I'm streaming to the headset, by the way. It's an open source alternative to the desktop thing, whatever it's called. Remote desktop. It's free. You just install it. You have to make a Meta developer account, but it works. It works well. It works on Linux. Works on Windows. Presumably, might also work on Mac OS. I don't know, but it works. Unless you're, me and having the game crash repeatedly. And take Steam with it. Okay, so I need to recenter myself. Excellently done. The Quest 3, I wish I could get it clearer, but I think it's my eyes and not the headset. Because I'm nearsighted, but even getting it up close, it doesn't get that much clearer. That could just easily be the encoding. You know what? I want that, please. They're just... Okay, no, it's fine. There we go. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, no. God damn it. I've just lost another monitor. Make a new one. Everything's actually looking better hardware, but it's NextOS with too much setup compared to the Quest. Now that I've had much investment in the other stuff, so that's fair. Reflection scaling should be 100%. Scaling, I wouldn't mind like 125%. Apply. Yes. I don't need hyper high resolution reflections. Oh, hang on. Aha, there's one of the machine displays. The button to recenter them doesn't seem to work very well. Any other around here? Guess not. I am ready to explore Kansas, but I don't know the DLC yet. According to Steam Hardware Survey, more users are using Linux than VR headsets. And yet, here I am, occasionally doing both. Because I absolutely do VR on Linux. But unfortunately, if the game itself is not Linux native, and supporting VR, which in this case is not an option, you can have Windows and VR or Linux native, you can't do it. So, like, Proton just doesn't handle VR stuff yet properly. It will, but it doesn't. Yeah. So like I do like VR chat, for example, on Linux, and it's great because that's both native and Linux and VR. Do you think this counts as a distracted driving? What do you think about starting on getting NixOS on your computer ahead of getting the mounting hardware for the hard drives? Do you think F2FS is a good choice for root partition? It's a fine choice for root partition, yeah. I mean, I would probably go XT4. I mean, just because it's simple, but, you know. XT4 and F2FS were similar simplicity with F2FS. Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair. I just say that from the perspective of F2FS, or the XT4 has been around a lot longer, so it's a lot more battle hardened. You're less likely to have like data loss issues. If you're looking for yeah. That being said, Android uses F2FS, so it's probably pretty fine. So I mean, ultimately it's up to you. I use XT4, although I'm going to be ditching everything except for Bcache FS as soon as I can, so, you know. Your mileage may vary, see in store for details, basically. Okay, is it actually laggy for you guys, the capture? Because it shouldn't be. The idea I had was use Bcache FS for home partition, then use bind mounts to that for everything else that I need in reliability on. Ideally, on the root partition should be easily rebuild. Yeah, no, the root partition should be entirely rebuildable from the config, with the exception of anything you don't want in the global store. Which, if you're not sharing your okay, if you're not going to put your config on GitHub, right? Then the best thing to do is to just put all your secrets and stuff in the config so you can rebuild them and be exactly where you left off. Otherwise, you need like a directory where you put all your secrets and files and load them from there, outside of the config, which is trickier to do, but supported. You drop frames? Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I'm not sure there's much I can do about that. Looks a bit better now. I think it's finally stable, guys. I think I probably just jinxed it, but I think we're stable. Headset battery's low. Motherfucker! Finally get it stable. Finally get it comfortable on my headset. Oh yeah, the battery's dying. Ooh. Probably also I shift up. Ceiling here 70, I think. Okay, charger. There we go. Oh good, now I'm like super reorient, yeah. Recenter me, Steam. There we go. So you figured you make a home next folder. Everything important for the system there, that way it's on your go like moving your theme out the hard drive radio from there. Yep. Also looking at using LVM for the SSD partition. So if I make the only partition in the file, which is going to be in the LVM, root and the cache, best cache durability 0. Then it's probably not worth it, as I could destroy and recreate the cache partition under he says root. That's absolutely fair, yeah. That's not a bad plan, actually. Fun fact, by the way, it's not OBS is lagging, it's Steam's output for what I'm seeing. No. Yeah, now my headset's not on properly anymore. Now, as much as the head strap on the Rift S was giant and bulky and awkward, it did a better job of gripping onto my head than the Quest 3 does. Gotta be a better head strap than this. I can't wait for the day where a VR headset can just sit on your face like a pair of glasses. That'll be fantastic. There was somebody sitting at that bus stop at this time of night. God damn. I do not envy them. what it's worth, I'd say give your root partition like a ton of space. Like, if you're going to be running a lot of software on there, plan accordingly. Because some pieces of software bring in a lot of dependencies that might not be used by any other dependencies or any other applications. And so if you update and it brings in a new version of that program, it's going to bring in a new version of all the dependencies and all the rest, right? If they change at all. Which means that you can, at times, use quite a bit of space. And then, yeah, unless you like garbage collect, but even then. Your system at any time could be using up to double the normal space. My root partition on my laptop, for example, is like 100 gigs for the mixed story now. I need to clean it up. Starting with 32 gig root, leaving 96 gigabytes of cache since I don't have a DE. I figured this. Oh yeah, that's gonna help. Not having a desktop environment is gonna make a big difference, for sure. Yeah. I just realized I'm saddened by the fact that the pebbles are not animated. Yeah, desktop environment's a big pile of packages, because of course it is, so it makes sense there. I don't think I need any fuel, I don't think I need any repairs. Okay, we shall continue. I wonder what I'm doing every time I look down. I'm trying to adjust this to be comfortable, while also getting my hair stuck in the headband. I will say, for being Windows GPU pass-through, no, I'm actually just running Windows. I have it installed for things where it just won't work on Linux. For example, a Windows VR game just does not work on Linux. I've tried. For whatever reason, Proton just doesn't play nice with Steam VR yet. Apparently there is plans to make that work. I can't see. There we go. Come on, get out of the way. Why no GPU pass-through? Because I haven't set it up. I could do it. It's not hard. NixOS actually makes it super easy. I've even got a file to do exactly that. I just haven't. And I should. I really should, actually. Oh, no, I can't see my GPS. Yeah, okay. Here's the question for you. Is it considered distracted driving to drive with Twitch chat? Also, note to self: next time I should look into seeing if I can get text to speech going. But you know. Is this 45 or 65? I can't actually read my dashboard. It's 55. It's fine if you see no glowies around. I mean, I suppose. That's probably the best place to put that. Just look up. That way I can actually see, you know, around. Yeah, as long as there's no red and blues, we're fine. I am, for the record, using my steering wheel for the maximum immersion. Steering wheel pedals, VR. Pretty cool. I think that says 65. If anyone's able to read that and confirm, I'd appreciate it. Like, what does the square there say? Personal curse, I could. Yep, 65. I'd use my controller for that, but you know. It do be the way that it is sometimes. Yeah, this game just doesn't support VR controllers, by the way. You have to do it with the mouse and keyboard for any menus and stuff. Oh, it's 70 now. I wish it was as light outside as it is in the mirror. Have you guys seen they changed the way that damage is done to your vehicles in this game, hey? Instead of you know, you crash, you take massive damage, you do take damage, but you take a lot less, but you also take damage just from driving, like wear damage and stuff. Oh! The force feedback is working. I didn't think it was. I was wondering, why is my... It's because I'm riding on the middle line there. Over here on this side. Yeah, so I got force feedback. Beautiful. I should crank up the intensity, but that's still fun. Probably under gameplay, I would guess. No, I guess not. Controls? I have no idea where the force feedback settings are. If anyone has any idea, that'd be probably to know. I'm a good driver, I promise. I swear. I'm definitely not driving down the center of the road. I know I've got my high beams on, but I literally don't have a button to turn them off, so fuck you. My wheel, being that it's from the early or late 90s, and also the first wheel to ever have force feedback, doesn't have enough buttons for me to bind, you know, lights and high beams, and also turn signals and all the rest of the things that I need, so... High beams permanently on. I can, you know, I can turn off the lights, I can't turn off the high beams. I will say that looks kind of cool, but... Party truck! Snecko's playing Henry Stickmin. Very nice. Surprised he doesn't want to watch me die in VR. Because I'm going to hit something at high speed, I bet. Going for daytime when I can actually see. Hey! Discover every city in Oklahoma. Hell yeah! I think I just got that achievement. Which means that I'm definitely speeding, because it's definitely a 45, not a 75. I dig my wheel choice. It's a good wheel. What do you guys think? Good wheel? So I think it's a good wheel. Of course, I all got to go right on red after I left. Yeah, to give you guys some perspective, I can't actually read the gas station sign there. It's just a block of white with a bit of red at the beginning. I don't know if you guys can, but I know I can't. Although I think it's Aaron, A-R-O-N, but I can't be sure, but I'm just reading it from that building over there, where it's a little bit clearer. I feel that with my driving VR would be motion sickness. How would me? I'm good. Can't imagine at all the stress from driving a truck IRL. Oh yeah, driving a truck IRL is like a shit show. Not gonna lie. I've never done it. I just know people that have. Same with being a train driver. You think it'd be relaxing, but no. People like to commit suicide using you, so... Thanks, truck. I mean, yes, I was the one who started driving. But you could have just avoided me. It was an option you had. Like, I am the ultimate form of distracted driving. I'm streaming, reading chat, and driving. And occasionally checking my actual IRL phone outside my headset. But that's very occasionally. Frankly, I'm just glad that my Steam Deck charger can charge my headset, because if I couldn't, I would suck. Because the charger that the Quest comes with, for some reason, is hideously short. Like, I can't wear it sitting in my chair with it plugged in to a cable at my floor. It's that short. The Steam Deck charger is like 2 feet longer, and so it works. What I need to do is get myself like a nice long USB-C to USB-C cable that supports power delivery, so that I can just have it plugged in over here at the power bar. And just have it anywhere in the room. That would be the ideal. I do not have an OLED deck. I got my deck like a month before they announced the OLED deck. Because it was on steep sale, remember? And in case you're wondering, yes, I have actually managed to run VR off my Steam Deck. I got into VR chat on my Quest via my Steam Deck. I ran at about 15 frames per second. OLED gloss versus non-gloss. Okay, so the colors will be better on a gloss screen, but the matte is better if you plan to take it outdoors. With that being said, you can just buy a screen protector that has a matte finish on it. So I would probably go for the shiny, and then when I'm going to be taking it, camping or something, I would get the matte screen protector. Because you can't go from matte to gloss very easily, but you can go from gloss to matte very easily with screen protectors. So honestly, get the gloss display, and then just get a screen protector of each type and see which one you prefer. I got the matte display though because I know that I'm going to be taking it camping like for a week every year, so. I've also put a screen protector on it that I kind of regret because it was the cheapest one I could find on eBay, and it's kind of peeling up. And it's made of glass, but it's peeling up. It is. Okay. I know earlier I said you can't easily go from matte to shiny, but you can. You just have to use the type of screen protector that seals very well with a matte display, which most of them mostly do. It's just not 100%. That truck looks like it has an inverted Firefox logo on the back. It's definitely not, but it looks like it. Matte display scratches easily? I would imagine they both scratch about the same rate, but the matte display would probably show up more. But I mean, that being said, if you're using your Steam Deck properly, you shouldn't really have any scratches on it anyway. Like, yes, it is a big surface, but... Like, basically just don't like, put it down face first on things, because that's not good for the joysticks. And then the display is also not very good with that. But then you have to like have something that goes up between the two joysticks for that to happen. Basically, I would say get a screen protector for it. You can even get a rubber shell for it if you really want to. If you think you might drop it. Or like, you know, a case is what I'm talking about. But you can also just buy a new shell, so it's not a big deal. Long term, my plan is if I somehow manage to break the shell on my deck, I'm just going to get like an atomic purple one. Because I want an atomic purple one anyway, but I can't justify doing it just because I want the atomic purple. That's what I've decided. I'm going to need like a broken shell, go get atomic purple case. Now it's atomic purple and that's fantastic. Oh yeah, I've discovered that if I put my hand on the top of the headset, because I'm streaming over Wi-Fi, it breaks up a little bit. It's kind of funny. I mean, it's not funny for, you know, yeah. Is synth smart? It do be. It do be. No, it don't be. Don't feed synth. His ego too big. I finally got my headset comfy. Perfect. I have no idea how well is it possible to do full disk encryption default on Steam Deck image and still have virtual keyboard type passwords in startup? No. Not even slightly. The keyboard exists purely within Steam. You would have to plug in a USB keyboard every time you wanted to boot your Steam Deck. Honestly, in the event that it gets stolen, they'll probably just reset it. Then you tell Valve that it was stolen, and then they can't get any support for it and stuff. It's not the best system, but you know. It could be worse. Does the night never end? God damn. Oh, I guess gallon of oil is upside down firebox. Oh, I want to eat there. Can you remotely reset? I don't know. I've never looked into it. I know that you can set an unlock thing, so every time you turn it on, Steam will ask for a password. You can't get to the desktop mode without first signing into Steam, so the reality is you just shouldn't log into your bank on your Steam Deck. Not if you suspect it's going to get stolen. In the meantime, I've been working on a NixOS replacement OS for the Steam Deck, where it'll be the same as the Steam Deck, except Decky will be pre-installed and it'll come with GNOME instead of KDE. What is a Steam Deck? I know that pricey, but not know what it's there for. I mean, kinda, yeah, considering how NixOS works. But why? Because I want to. Don't worry, it'll be super easy. You change one line in the config, you'll get KDE. Don't worry. Anyway, as to what the Steam Deck is, it is quite literally a handheld game console, similar to the Nintendo Switch, except that it runs games from Steam instead, and really anywhere else. You can install Epic on there if you really want to. I don't recommend it. It's not the best experience, but you can. You can install Discord and Steam, and well, you know, Steam's already installed, but Telegram. It's basically a desktop Linux computer in the shape of a Nintendo Switch that runs your games, and it runs them well. Like, the only game that I've tried that really runs poorly is this game right here. It chugs on the Steam Deck. Issue is when you wipe the default images that you're left stuck with all. No, you're not. No. You can download the recovery image from Valve. You write it to a USB stick and re-image your deck. It's been that way since 3 days before the Steam Deck actually launched. I had SteamOS running on my laptop. If everyone's saying that, oh, they haven't released it, yes, they fucking have. It's been available since before the deck launched. Literally, write it to a USB stick. Launch it on any computer that uses Intel or AMD graphics. It'll work. I shit you not. Basically, what all of the other projects are is repackaging it for some reason with a nice installer, which is fair. The SteamOS installer makes assumptions about, you know, where your disk is. You know, like, fuck, it just crashed. Yeah, anyway, the install script that they use assumes that the SSD is the default path and all the rest. So if you edit that, just change the paths, it works just fine on any computer that doesn't use NVIDIA, basically. But yeah, it's been like that since before the friggin' Steam Deck launch, so I don't know why everyone's always been like, no, it's not available. It absolutely is. It just takes a modicum of skill. Yeah? Okay. Well, like the electricity was out, or you forgot to plug it into the, forgot to plug in the power supply. I didn't have a power supply for it. Fair. know, the favorite feature that I've ever seen on any graphics card was one that had a VBIOS that would initialize the display output if you didn't plug in the power. But instead of displaying anything, it would show a picture of the card with the power plugs and message saying you need to plug the power supply leads into these, and it would just sit there forever. SteamOS makes sense for other things too. The MSI's launching a handheld. Lenovo did launch a handheld. Those are both great places where SteamOS works well. After some tweaking, because it's not natively supported, but it's a place where it's a good idea. It also makes a lot of sense on as a 20-foot display, by which I mean a TV. If you install SteamOS, or I guess probably better to go with Hollow ISO or similar. The point is, if you install it on a machine plugged into a TV, then it is basically perfect. Because it's designed to work not just on the Steam Deck, but on a large display as well. It's designed to work on a TV. Are synths based on any animal? A lot of people say lizards. I like to think that the form they have just came about because it was a useful form. Lots of spacer sensors in the visor and stuff. Can you set an encryption folder in SteamOS and mount it without messing with read-only? Yeah. Just do it in your home directory. Easy. And then use a systemd home unit if you want automatic. You can do just about anything. Okay, I need to bring that closer to me. I can't actually read it. You're messing with speedrunning a short game called Heaven Park. I started messing with the game demo and I figured out how MX lets me bypass and download the game and reach games on 8 credits. GG. Do you get to play the rest of the game too, or? Because if so, you should probably let the dev know. Okay, by the way, you might want to look into this. How secure would it be to make an auto unlock? Imagine not very, since it gets cached on disk. Oh yeah, no, it would absolutely not be very secure. It would require somebody to know about systemd user mounts and other things in order to be able to do it. And also that it even necessarily exists, because from their perspective it would just look like a file. The game doesn't really have an ending in the traditional sense, but yeah, it does kind of break the limits of the demo, though the demo wails about being... the demo wails about pain still. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You should still probably tell the dev about that, because that's definitely unintended, let's be real. Oh hey, the sun's finally coming up. We'll be able to see finally. Hallelujah. What time is it? Oh, I can't. It is 6:08. Yeah, I love this add-on. For Steam VR. They're looking at the top of my left hand right now. It handles that display up there, gives me a clock, I can look at, pull that up, I can see my CPU and GPU usage, RAM usage, frame times. I'm getting about 100 frames a second. Using 5.5 gigs of VRAM, 62C. I can also control my music if I wanted to. Of course, I think I need to actually have Spotify open for that, or anything else that, uses the same idea. Got a keyboard. Can save layouts. There's a whole lot of settings that I'm not going to open right now. Oh yeah, I need that open because I need to be able to see chat. Okay, I can go past. What if you set up a hidden volume and store the key inside K-Wallet? I mean, you would still need to do that as a file on disk. You're not supposed to fiddle around with the partition layout. You can, but you shouldn't. But yeah, you could absolutely do that because you do have a full-blown KDE setup, K-Wallet and everything. You don't use Pac-Man though, not unless you're willing to unlock your bootloader. Not unless you're willing to unlock the root partition, in which case, every time Steam updates, it'll get wiped out. I wouldn't recommend that. But if you do, you can do everything that you probably want to do with Flatpaks and app images. And I think there is some trick you can do to make it so Pac-Man installs to your home directory instead, and then you just set up some mount points. But point is, you can also just install Nix and use Nix to manage all your packages. Yeah, do it in a file or folder, whatever. And then, yeah, you can do that super easily. That's fine. This looks fantastic. But yeah, the pro tip, my pro tip here, while you can mess around with the partition table on Steam Deck, I don't recommend it. I installed Windows on mine just for fun, just to see. It was an okay experience. The setup was a bit hinky because it was rotated 90 degrees until I got to the desktop, but it kind of worked. Got the drivers installed, managed to get it multi-booting for about a day, and then it stopped booting. So, yeah, don't recommend. Because yes, it does have drivers and everything for Windows. Valve made them available, but it's meant to be a Linux device, and that's where it's comfortable. No sounds, what? Oh, yeah. The only thing that I would change if I was a Valve is in a BIOS update, I would make it so that it could net boot the SteamOS installer over Wi-Fi. Steam Deck has no sound. Oh, it absolutely does, actually. They released the driver like a year and a half ago. It has sound on Windows. It's not as good as on Linux, but it is there. On Linux, it's got like fine. They did the actual like measurements and stuff to make it sound really good. I had it working fine on 11. I mean, I had everything working on 11. I had video, audio, Wi-Fi, touchscreen. That kind of just worked by default, though. You know, I guarantee you that I've probably missed, like, so many stops so far. Or corners, rather. It might be that it's broken in the latest version of Windows 11, but the version of Windows 11 I tried works fine, so... You know what? This would actually be a decent place to install a TV. If it wasn't wildly illegal to install a TV above your windshield in the truck. Well, that was random. Going down. Have a good day. You too. You too. It's looking very nice out here. I'm enjoying the sunshine, you know. Feeling good. Not depressing like at night. Don't be a part of the world toll. What does that even mean? You know if SteamOS has K-Wallet Manager? It probably does, and if it doesn't, you can install it. Just Flatpak, or not Flatpak, the Discover Store. It's a thing. You can install just about anything. Because yes, Steam includes Discover. Ha ha! I forgot what I set that button for. Oh well. Missed the winter sale? Yeah. Honestly, they sometimes just go on sale at random, but also if you're willing to go refurb, those things are always cheaper, and Valve refurbishes them and they're fine. Well, if you can get refurbs from the Steam store, you can definitely get them cheaper outside of sales. You can get them during sales, so I would say probably just wait for the next sale unless you're willing to go with the used one. And the used ones are just fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've probably got a stock of OLEDs too to sell. I don't know about necessarily the refurb OLEDs, but they definitely have regular ones, the brand new ones. Because it takes a while to repair enough to make it viable to, like, sell them, right? SKC just playing all that Tmod loader. Wallpaper engine. Got everything starting up. You know, for how rough this started, by which I mean the game crashed like 8 times before I could really get going, it's been solid ever since. We're happy with that. By the way, if you're curious about what bitrate I'm streaming the game to my headset at, it's 250 megabit. H.264 with foveated encoding. Which means that towards the center of my eyes, there is more focus is put onto more detail in the middle of the video, and less focus is put on the outer edges, so it gets a little bit blurrier. Because that's kind of how your eyes work. Careful or you'll jinx it. I said that earlier, and it didn't jinx it then, so it's probably fine now. really should have gotten a button for the map to the wheel. Uh-oh. Wow. It's the first time in ages I've been told to pull in. Alright, so I've gone through there. Okay, and then we're going to go across all that to there. Got a bit of a drive ahead of us. I'm going to close my window. Ah. There we go. I think a 40-inch TV above the windshield should be fine, right? Legally, you know? Because it doesn't obstruct any lines of sight, right? Yeah, you can't hear it, but I'm tapping out a pattern on my wheel here. And now I'm laying back. I'm the most casual truck driver that's ever lived. Or something like that. There we go. Now I can see properly. The ability to just wildly adjust your chair is pretty nice. How long do you think I can drive like this, huh? What do you guys think? Can I just drive the rest of the way like this? Just staring at chat? Where's my toes when it's so cold? I opened my window because it was warm in here. Now it's so cold my toes are numb. Mistakes have been made. You know, I get the feeling they base whether or not you're going to be pulled in for your for the inspection based on your level of trucking. Because like I'm level I think 52 and I never get pulled in anymore. Like the last time there, that was like the once in a blue moon pull in. Usually I'm just waved on by, essentially. Also, I was right. It's way easier to read that during the day. Oh, of course. Just like finally got up to speed. I hope that someday they sit down and they just work through all the issues with the VR mode in this, and then they merge into the main. Because honestly, this is a fantastic experience with some minor issues. Like the crashing needs to be fixed, and it needs to render at a higher resolution out into the distance. Because things are flickering in my vision, and that's not a good experience for VR. That's fine. I can live with it, but it's not a good experience. They need to like handle like the fence is over there in the distance. I don't know if it's doing it for you guys because I can't look up and also see it, but like it flickers in and out of existence because because it's just not enough texture time, I guess, for lack of description. I don't know. It's just it just doesn't have enough time. Like it doesn't render consistently, I guess. You can tell we're going uphill. But it doesn't have any gas. I don't know. I'm kind of looking for gas. Like they need to work on the shadows in the distance because they render weird. That's a big thing. I guess the answer is they need better distance rendering quality. Finally get up to speed. Immediately, massive car accident. Speed limit is 75, very nice. Anyone else amused by the fact that it still says start streaming instead of currently or connected? Power of dual streaming computers, hell yeah. Also, you'll notice that there's some UI elements missing, eh? Like there's no me on the screen. I really love my Steam Deck. I've been playing like Switch games and Wii U games and Nintendo 64 games and Steam games on it. Because yes, that motherfucker can emulate the Switch at full speed. That's how long the Switch has been out. And it'll do that for 2 hours on battery. Same with the Wii U, to be fair, but yeah. Of course, I have of course only been playing games that I legally own or homebrew. Still, point stands. Deck is slightly OP. I'd love to know why it's occasionally just slamming on the brakes. I also wish this had eye tracking so it could like track where I'm looking and stuff. That'd be neat. Because it'd be neat for you guys to be able to see where I'm looking, you know? I mean, you can see where I turn my head. You can't see where I move my eyes. Foggy. Hey Harper, how you doing? There you go. Actually, lemonade. Yeah. So yeah, I'm trucking in VR wirelessly. The road's a bit sun bleached, not gonna lie, but you know, it's how it is. Technically, I'm also trucking with like a 40-inch TV above my windshield, you know, above the ceiling, you know? So definitely no distracted driving going on either. That's totally legit. I am in fact using my wheel and pedals, although there's no reason I couldn't use on my Steam controller, but I felt like going whole hog today. I decided VR headset, wheel and pedals. Yep, we're doing it, and then I did it. Imagine this but Mud Runner. My god, that would be amazing. I want that. I want that so much. I don't need gas that bad yet. I still got half a tank. Weird. The brightness changes based on where I'm looking. And for the record, while the game is running at full speed for me, it apparently doesn't output completely high rate frame rate for you guys. And that's unfortunate. I'm sorry. Nothing I can do with that, though. Whatever. I don't know why it's doing that, basically. It has made me consider looking into seeing if there's any software that can capture my output in the headset and send it back to the computer to be encoded, because that would also be a solution. And it would probably be higher frame rate than this, to be honest. You know what I need is a stand where I can set this controller so the clock is just always visible at the corner of my eye. Because it is currently 6:37 p.m. Yeah, this place has gas stations. I might as well. Ooh, there's a place to get prime rib up ahead. Who wants to pull in for some prime rib? Just like right there. Ooh, there's also a diner. Okay, I've been to a like there's a diner in Niagara that is in a giant UFO, and it's fantastic. The food is great, the service is great, and it was UFO themed, and it was fantastic. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. What the fuck? Game? Why? New speed record! 400 kilometers an hour. Well, that fucking sucks that just happened. Gotta figure out how to press F7. So, not only did I fall through the ground, but Steam VR crashed. And the game. And Steam. And OBS. And I'm not getting any frames on my headset. Perfect. Alright, let's quit Steam VR. Yes, I'm sure. Let's restart Steam. Let's restart OBS. It was all going so well until I pulled in to get fuel, and then the world literally broke. Of course, it's all the way down there. Recenter, please. I wonder where it's saved. Hopefully not under the map. Fuck me. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, done there. Tow to service. It's kind of bullshit that I have to tow to service because I fell through the fucking map. Wow, I just took damage because of how hard I hit the ground. It took them an hour to tow me 5 minutes. This is where I was. Okay, I guess I'll just have that UI here now. Okay. Have you seen the new Ryzen 8000 series? You won't need a GPU with FSR3 anymore. Yep. I mean, it's about a 1650, give or take. Yeah, it's super impressive. You could probably do reasonable VR off it, which is the part that I think is most interesting. There's implied there's gas stations over there. No, there definitely isn't. Okay, never mind. Well, that's a place to stick the refueling. Yep. Well, 69, I believe, but it's only on low. They're not overselling it. They actually said it was on low. But still, it's impressive at all that it can do it. Wait, really? Finally? Holy shit! They do? Well, you can always stream 1440p. You can stream it to 4K, but the bitrate of 6,000 kilobit per second on the H.264 is always pretty shit. Now, the problem with that is that my encoding machine doesn't actually support AV1. Because my encoding machine is a GTX 750 Ti. Which is a bit older than that. But yeah, you've always been able to do like 4K 60, but you just look like absolute garbage because you're limited to such a low bitrate. And you still are, but now if you can use better encoders like AV1, that changes things. Yeah, unfortunately, without a hardware encoder, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that. And my encoding machine is limited to H.265 at best, I think. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure that it supports H.265 even. And I know it does H.264. I'm using it right now. So, and CPU encoding AV1 is not real time capable. So, even on an overclocked 1800X. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be an A380. Like any of them, I think does 81. Just the game of getting one. I'd have to like go and actually acquire, which I might just do honestly, if only because I want to play around with Intel's hardware regardless. Do you happen to know what if Kick accepts AV1? Because if it does, then I could do AV1 to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Because it's streaming all three, right? So. I wish we all had all the controls that the wheel in game did. That'd be cool. So many remappable buttons. They should, because you gotta remember, since they're the same backend as Switch. Well, not necessarily. Rolling out AV1's gonna require them to install new hardware, and that new hardware may cost more to utilize or be exclusive to Twitch until they finish the rollout. But yeah, I'd be down to get my hands. I'd be down to get my hands on some AV1 capable encoding hardware. Oh, assuming I can get this working, that would give me a second streaming capable machine, even, or streaming VR capable. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Plus, honestly, with better encoding hardware, it would not be the end of the world to send like an H.264 stream to Kick and an AV1 stream to YouTube, and an AV1 stream, you know? Yeah. The 750 Ti works, but it really is showing its age. Because like it's encoding my synth avatar, as you can see. It's also encoding the game, decoding and encoding the video for it. It could be better, could be way worse. But it is a significant load for it. There was an accident there. So the other day I was racing go-karts in VRChat. It was fantastic. I did a lap and then had and then I was challenged to a race by somebody who had never done it before, and they were like, "I'm gonna kick your butt." And I was like, "No, you're not." And then I whooped them. I got to the finish line and then waited for them. 10 seconds later, they came around the last corner. VRChat driving, sometimes it's jank, sometimes it's not. It really depends on the how the world creator set it up. Go-karts on that track, though, were fantastic. Admittedly, he couldn't figure out how to get out of first gear because he's never driven stick, so... Why do they tempt fate by pulling out in front of a big rig going way faster than they are? It's a lot harder for me to slow down than it is for them. Yeah, it's funny, in-game, I don't even do this to make money anymore. In fact, I could lose money on every load and it wouldn't matter. Because I've got a trucking empire set up already. I've actually got 5.8 million bucks in the bank. Hang on, what is that? Oh my god, is there... Oh my god, this wheel from the 90s still has a peel. Oh my god, I'm leaving that there. Oh my god, though. Oh, I'm never going to peel that, because that is like the oldest peel. There is an unpeeled peel on my wheel from 1997. Still have to worry about Intel drivers being back in AMD. Yes and no. Yes, absolutely. But, in Windows, they're apparently quite good. On Linux, apparently they're quite good. I mean, they're not great. They don't have the patina of Intel and AMD's video drivers, but they're not that bad either. And honestly, I would suspect that long term they're going to be well supported. Especially on Linux, not so much on Windows. Because if you look at like even older drivers on Linux, like my Intel HD 3000, on Windows, there is no Vulkan support. On Linux, there is Vulkan support. Admittedly, it's partial and broken, but it is there. And it's just because they never finished implementing it. So I can actually run some Vulkan programs on my Intel HD 3000, which is a second gen i7 Vulkan. Which on Windows is just not a thing. On Windows, it's a DirectX 11 capable GPU. Barely. I did this on purpose. I just realized if I get it going just right, it'll do that. There's enough mass in the wheel that the force feedback makes it rock. And roll. Pro tip, if your wheel ever does this in real life, it's time to not panic, because you're in trouble. Welcome to Idaho. Hey, is there any potatoes? Oh, those look like potatoes. Hell yeah, potatoes! We got potato fields, we're in Ohio. I'm letting the game steer. I should not let the game steer. I mean, you're not wrong. That is a thing that I would have to worry about. But as I said, long term, it'd be fine. And my understanding is the encoder is pretty solid. Because, like, the encoder is one thing that Intel's had going since day one on their, like, integrated chips, right? Like, well, not really day one, but, like, since the second generation of the Core series, give or take. They've had, like, encoders on the CPU, which have been just good. They've never been that bad. I mean, they get better over time, obviously, substantially so, but... Oh no, his sun's going down. Dang it. Thank you for not making me do that. I kind of want the rain, to be honest. Why are you sitting on the brakes? There's nothing in front of us. If I had a 3D printer, I would absolutely 3D print some like flat paddles for this wheel. Some shift paddles, you know. Oh, for one water, I just got myself a new wheel with like a stick shift and everything, you know. Full on proper driving rig. The nice thing is if I turn off the force feedback, I can just let go of the wheel and it'll keep turning. When I press the button in the middle and it immediately centers again, it's nice. There appears to be a UFO about 8 feet in front of my truck right now. Can't tell if that's supposed to be the sun. I think it is though. I guess the question is, would an A380 work with that computer? I forget if if the GPUs have any issues in specific computers or not. I don't remember. I've made $100,000, by the way, since the last time I looked at my thing there, because it was at 5.7, now it's at 5.8. I'm just waiting for someone to figure out how to make a display with, no, it exists now, doesn't it? They were showing off at CES. There is a display that was showing off at CES. Yeah, it's targeting VR headsets, but there's no reason it couldn't work on like anything else. It's an OLED with pixels that are the size of 1 micron. Which means that in, like, for example, a VR headset, it would be physically impossible to see the pixels anymore. How's that for impressive? When you realize that the sound of the airplane an airplane made is the sound of tires hitting rumble strips on the road. College of Winterhelm that way. And some of that. I am actually sad about the number of YouTubers, great, amazing YouTubers that are retiring right now. Like MatPat. MatPat is retiring. Tom Scott is retiring. A bunch of Minecraft YouTubers are retiring. God, that sucks. Wow, road. At least Phoenix SC isn't retiring. Yeah, no, just in general, like Captain Sparkles done doing Minecraft. MatPat, I think he said like March 19th is the last video he'll be in. Except for like maybe the occasional like fashion one where he's gonna be like modeling other YouTubers' clothing apparently. Just a bunch of YouTubers that are getting on in years that are like, you know, Minecraft, they're all like, yeah, but I'm done. I mean, that's part of it. That's definitely part of it. But like in the case of like MatPat, he's just handed over the 4 channels to 4 different hosts. He's still going to be involved in the channel. He's just not going to be on screen anymore. I don't think that it's not. I think that it's less that it's not worth it anymore. It's that they want to do something else. But either way, 2024 so far is shaping up to be the year of the YouTubers retiring. In fairness, though, game theory, fashion theory, food theory, and game, food, fashion. I forget what their 4th channel is. Point is, between the 4 of them, like, MatPat was being run ragged, so I don't blame him there. It's kind of impressive, actually, the little empire he's built for himself. But, like, if it wasn't worth it anymore, right, he wouldn't go and hire 4 people to replace him. Right? But to quote him, he wouldn't wish his workload on his enemies, so... Okay, this is unironically actually making me sleepy. The fact that it's dark in game is making my brain go, oh, it's bedtime. No, it fucking isn't. It's 7:19. This has got to put extra wear on the tires, right? It could, if you want, sync it to IRL time, just like flight sim. But yeah, but then it would be dark out. I live in Canada. It's been dark for hours. Damn, Naomi C brought in $8,500. Not bad, not bad. Good driver. But in game, you're in America. Yes, but it syncs to actual IRL time, not IRL time in America. A hell of a corner. So system, I mean, just change system time, yeah, but then how do I know when it's 8 o'clock? I don't know if you got a headset, bud. Well, I suppose I could, bring up my overlay that you guys can't see here from the headset itself, which says it's at 7:21, but that's not my point. It also says I'm still charging, which is good. Steam Deck charger is honestly a great charger for the Rift Quest 3. It's not a Rift S. Hasn't been a Rift S ever. I had a Rift S. It wasn't wireless. I will say the Rift S, it was a good headset. It had many severe issues that needed to be dealt with and never were. Like, if they just made the Rift S a second time, fixed the firmware, used the updated pancake lenses instead of Fresnels, it could look and be a fantastic headset. No, the Rift S was it was the last headset that was under the Oculus name before they before it got renamed by Meta. It was the Oculus Rift S. The Rift S is very old now. It's like 7-something years old, I think. Either way, it's old. Yeah. Well, I mean, in fairness, I've managed to bypass most of it. Like, yes, I still have to log in with Facebook. Once I'm logged in, I basically never have to touch it again because I'm right now playing this game without any Oculus software other than the operating system on the frickin' headset, which is a big deal. Also, for what it's worth, you can actually log out of your Oculus account once you do the initial setup. So you can have one, sign in, sign out, and continue to use the headset. If you don't want to sign in, period, then you can't actually get to the point where you can use it without without signing in. So, because you have to sign in for it to download the firmware updates and to put it into dev mode so that you can install your own software. After that point, it doesn't care anymore. My Rift S or my Quest 3 here is in dev mode. I am running unsigned software from an unknown source, according to the headset. That is casually pulling 250 megabit per second. So, you know. Also, if you, I'm just gonna say this: if anyone here decides to do what I'm doing right now, and go with the wireless, get a good router. spend the $150, $200 on the good high-end router with the good Wi-Fi. Because my god, like, the number of people that I've seen in VR chat that don't have that and are just using, like, the shitty router that they got from their ISP, and they're having constant issues with disconnecting. Well, yeah, it's because you're using a shitty router from your ISP that isn't really made for performance, made for cheapness. No reason to give it to you for free. Yeah, honestly. A used Valve headset, an HTC Vive, I think, is pretty good, you know. But if you're going to do wireless VR, for the love of God, get a good router. Because I've got, like, next to no latency. Like, headset to my computer, measured latency is less than a millisecond. I don't know if they need login, but I can tell you they don't need a Facebook login at least. I mean, the Valve's headset probably requires you to log into Steam. HTC Vive, I suspect, probably is a Steam connection. I don't know. I've never touched one, so... Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that my Rift S died when it did, I'd say wait for the next generation. Because the next generation of headsets are going to have pancake lenses and OLED. Which, this is not an OLED headset. It does have pancake lenses. Significant improvement over Fresnel. Like, substantial, but... yeah. And dedicated PC VR headsets are going to be better than doing what I'm doing, ultimately. Inside-out tracking is good. Outside-in tracking is better. And I think it works in the dark. How much further do I have left to go? I actually cannot tell. Oh, 90 miles. Okay. I think we crossed like 7 states in this drive. Oh yeah, and make sure you never leave your headset in the sun. Because the lenses will just turn the sun into a deadly laser for the screens in your headset. I've actually taken to putting my headset back in the box that it came in. Because my god, it comes in a beautiful box for storage. Oh my gosh. Hey, if you can get your hands on a second-hand headset, I highly recommend it. Just make sure you also buy a new face shield, because you don't want whoever used it last's sweat all over your face.
And those are generally removable and replaceable, so. Additionally, I'm coming to the realization now as I'm like trying squinting and stuff, I may need prescription lenses for this headset. He's got the world record by about 28 seconds. Keep in mind the previous world record was already set 3 minutes, so that's a lot. Yeah, goddamn, that's like, what, 18%, give or take? If my head math is even close. Bought a stock AMD. Really? Okay, now I'm curious what the story here is. Why did you buy a stock AMD cooler from AliExpress? So you lost the old one. How did you lose the old one? I just keep it in my desk. Actually, in fact, I've got several drawers where I keep, like, random, PCI cards and coolers, and I think there's like a I think there's a GPU from like the early 2000s in one of them. A GT 730 with no bracket on it, which is great for testing when a computer isn't booting and you want to determine if the graphics card. Take out theirs, throw in 730. If it boots, are good. It's the ultimate card. It's like tiny and it doesn't have a shield on it, and it just works. It go vroom. Hey Kenworth, how you doing? It happens. Everyone has their problems. Some people it's money or stress. For you, it's using your CPU cooler. What were you using in the meantime? Like, why did you need the stock cooler back? Were you using a third-party cooler and then you needed your original cooler because the third-party one broke, or like, did you have the CPU and the cooler and you just put one in the motherboard and didn't attach it? Like, what happened? How did they end up separated and then you need one again? Also, parts got shipped and already used for home server. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Got a 6700K for my home server. Honestly, had I had the parts that I have now, my home server would have been my 1800X. 6700K, or 6700K is pretty good, though. 1800X has twice as many cores, and is per core about as performant, so, you know. Steep hill. Fair enough, makes sense. Did you get the Wraith Prism or just the standard one? Because the Wraith Prism is the bigger one, the bigger stock cooler. Which honestly I think everyone should use if they have to use a stock one. Because it's just better in every way, so. Fair enough. It'll still run quieter though, is usually why I would go with the bigger one regardless. Yakima, yep. Yeah, I lost 16 grand because I fell through the ground. That's kind of bullshit. Also, we're 57 now, nice. And you have restock coolers? That's true. Just don't fall, forehead, yeah. I mean, falling through the ground is entirely my fault. I mean, I was just in a driveway. I mean, why should I expect the ground to continue to exist? I love how live I am right now. I'm so live. So live. Oh, got loud. I'm looking at you, Emperor. Do you feel looked at? As far as it goes, if this is the distance at which it starts to clip through, you know. Now that being said, what time is it? 7:41? Okay, let's go get the truck repaired. Sleep, repair, fuel. Okay, so this is our destination here.
go left. Let's go left. It's a quaint little watershed. Fair enough. Why is there a bus out here? Weird. I had one of my students tell me that the main teacher was ignoring their bathroom requests. They told me they were just going to leave. I said, that's fine. Let me write you a paper pass so you don't get in trouble like me. Oh. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to move that. I'm trying to move me. There we go. Main teacher was mad at me and I told him that because you ignored the request I couldn't make any progress on the work with them. It turns out when a kid needs to use the bathroom it's kind of distracting, eh? Motherfucker! Again? Really? Should have taken your advice, Emperor. Stop falling to the ground. How fast am I going? The game seems to get upset when you hit about 300 miles an hour. I wonder if I can fall asleep back there. Probably could. What do you think? Should I? Yeah, I should have listened, damn it. Oh wow, turning the wheel just makes things so much worse. With the wheel centered, this is the amount of rock I get. If I turn right, if I turn left, it's centered again. It sort of levels off. I couldn't fall asleep on the plane plates. Fair. Might as well turn off the engine, huh? Oh, that was the R key. There's the E. There we go. Now the engine's off. Hey, I'm getting XP for free roam. Nice. Probably at a very accelerated rate. I wonder how far things have gone.
Oh, I'm hitting it like 500 miles an hour. Nice.
How am I not getting sick right now? Sir, I have many, many hours in VR chat. I just don't get sick in VR anymore. Unless you're doing something really fucking weird, like really exceptionally weird, it doesn't bother me anymore. The game's going, hey, by the way, you can, like, recover out of this. And I'm like, yeah, but I shouldn't have to. Yeah, we're really far below the map now. Also, I just want to point out they made a mistake with the sun. It appears to be about like 15 feet maybe over there. They've got it set at the wrong depth. Eh, fine, I'll recover. FF00AEFF. That is quite a message there. Oh yeah, just casually the mouse. I'm glad that didn't happen more than once during my drive, but I'm annoyed that it happened twice. Gonna hit the ground so hard I'm gonna take damage. Oh, I didn't. It happened last time. Anyway. I'd like to service my truck, please. Oh, we've hit 6 million. Nice. RCA? I don't know. I don't know how much your truck weighs. Let's find out, shall we? My truck weighs 9 tons. Things you can do because you're in-game and you're on a trailer. These trucks are massively just amazing for doing dumb shit like this. And you're not pulling anything, they just like turn on a dime, go fast. I'm doing like 50 right now. Miles, not kilometers. 52. If you're wondering, yes, it is definitely sliding. This makes me want to get into VR racing with my wheel. This, oh my god, I want to play go-karts with this. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun. I launched it. I should probably get that repaired now, but oh, you know what? Better idea. No, it's not gonna work. I was gonna try and see if I could hit it from that side, but no bueno. I think more truck drivers should just send their truck over jumps, you know? Go full send. See, that's what I was waiting to have happen right there. No, I don't particularly need to weigh my vehicle at this point in game, no. Yeah, okay, it's time to park it up. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oop, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Have a good night, everyone.